Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video newsletters, I've got a few picks for you. I've got a few things that I'm very slowly working to accumulate. I think that we're going to continue to see a good bull market into the end of the year, but obviously with this just being the end of August, there's still a lot of time ahead of that. So we got to be patient. Got to take our time as we work to get to the end of the year. But I thought, I don't usually ask for feedback in these videos, but today I thought I might. If you have something that you are looking to buy, or you have something that is your best symbol, I'm curious to see what that is. So not just a one-sided conversation, but as we do get into my watch list, the first that I'm going to look at with you is Robinhood. So Robinhood is a staple, I believe, of something that just needs a little bit of time, because as we look at the way that it's traded, notice these wicks. I often refer to these as syringes because in my mind, a candle always has the wick on top. But down here below, it just looks a little more like a syringe. And the idea that you kind of pierce down through the dermis, find a bid, and then start to go up. So there's our bid. There's our bid. There are several spots in here where Robinhood has been finding buyers, and we have the foundation of almost all of my setups, and that's a mature daily squeeze. So I'm not going to tell you that this is a buy tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you it's a buy next week. Again, take your time with it, but I think we are finding buyers in this vicinity, and once we can start to recover about 108, I think that's where that product will have a little bit more room to run, and that is on my bullish list. Now after that, we can move up here to gold, and if you want to use it through the continuous futures contract, I understand that, but the heart of the setup can be seen in the ETF as well, and it really shows up on the 3-day chart. Remember that the 3-day chart is one of the best ways to evaluate that Goldilocks level, because if you're swing trading off of a daily chart, that can be a great time frame to use. If you're more position trading off of a weekly, that's also a very powerful time frame, but there's this very nice in-between spot that you'll find on the 3-day. I also like to think that trends resolve in the direction of the trend that led them there. Or I should say consolidation resolves in the direction of the trend that we're seeing here. So you see this is a trend move. This is a trend move. This is all consolidating that trend-based move. And notice your 3-day squeeze, right? This has great maturity. It has the DMI moving in bullish favor. I think there's just a lot of this that suggests that gold is destined for a new lifetime high. But again, timing is of the essence. You buy call options for next week and gold happens to have some, wiggly little move down, well then that may not work. If you buy gold out into January, or you buy the ETF and, just let it sit, I think you're going to be in good shape. So take that 3-day squeeze, and then let's move over down here to Tesla. So Tesla is very similar. Again, in these video newsletters, I like to bring you guys an anchor or something that is very continuous, very static in the way that's like, what is the setup? Well, it's the squeeze. And just like gold, Tesla has a squeeze on the 3-day chart. So you can see this consolidation. You can kind of see it. A couple of ways you can draw it, depending on how particular you would like to be. But it is definitely forming into a wedge. So while there will be resistance from swing high to swing low, you retrace that, yeah, it'll find some resistance. But when it breaks through this, Tesla's going to be a $400 stock before the year is out. So that's kind of where I'm at. Those are 3 of my favorite picks. Those are 3 of the things that I am buying, and I'd love to know what's in your portfolio. If you want to drop that down in the comments, leave it to me in the chat room tomorrow, what have you. I'd be happy to go through it with you. So y'all have good trading, and I will see you in the chat room tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.